people late, so that's okay. Once they come, they just quietly join us. You too newly join us. We were started last week with one of the topic. What the topic?
The one-minded
Practicing samadhi. Practicing active, what that called? One action samadhi. Yeah, you know samadhi. No. Okay, you.
What samadhi's bliss, like peace, the peace.
It's from India.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you
Yeah,
joined.
sure.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Who can explain samadhi?
Like peace beyond words. No?
Yeah.
Peace beyond words.
Hello.
So,
Yeah, welcome, join us.
is it universal bliss?
It's
Peace beyond.
who can explain?
Yes.
Have fun explaining.
We'll look at our
I can
phone.
tell you what I remember from
Okay.
it. So what I remember was that my understanding was carrying your like practice of meditation throughout like every moment of your life.
Mm,
But that wasn't like a definition of samadhi.
okay. Yeah, getting there. Do you get it? No?
I thought that it was meditating with a straightforward mind. So like having some type of goal with your meditation, and like one method of doing that would be like practicing a mantra,
Mm,
because then you're single-mindedly using your focus to get to some state.
mm. Okay. Samadhi came from India. It's can you explain what's a samadhi?
My understanding, and from what I remember from last week, is that it's about not allowing any importance to come up or attachment to come up to anything, and see everything kind of as one universal state,
Uh-huh.
and to use that as a way of getting you towards a clear, like a clarity in your mind, because you're not attaching to any one thought or state of being or physical being or state of the world or realm that you're in. So it's closer to getting you to that one space of clarity, because you're just not attaching to anything else or giving any precedent to anything else.
Yeah, basically samadhi is deep meditation, which is we reach to the balanced, peaceful mind, right? So Buddha uses samadhi a lot because that time a lot of those Indian spiritual practitioners big on that, thought that the guru, right? Yoga master, gurus, they should find that peaceful mind and bring the peace to the world too. So a lot of people looking forward to get there. So Buddha used the samadhi a lot. So the not because he used the words, it's because the people need to know how to get there, the peaceful mind and joy, and reach to the true mindset, the truth for it. So last time we just do a little bit like a memory.
Memorization?
Yeah, last week. It's we did that homework. Wanted to know what is the one action samadhi. So that's one of the Buddha's teaching.
Is it the practice of non-attachment? Or is that
Included.
included?
Yes, definitely. Once you want to reach to that samadhi, that's the practicing, non-attachment.
So you're
How?
not constantly evaluating subconsciously.
Well, not evaluating. It's you have to reach to that samadhi, that touch that, then you understand what you non-attached to, what you attach to. So you have to be clear mind to get to that true peaceful. True peaceful, not just I sit there, I don't think, I don't feel, I just meditate and find my peace back in me. But once I open my eyes, talking to someone or do something, the mind is all over the world again, and argue or fighting again. So that's the true reality we needed to find, which is what is attached, what we attach, what is non-attached, what we shouldn't attach, right? So that's called wisdom. So that means even though people say and constantly say, do not attach and don't again, right? Don't think gain things.
Overthink.
Yeah, to try to gain things. It is not a gain, but you have to know what is not gain, what you are gain. So there's a truthful gain, and then the fake, what I call the illusional gain. So illusional, whenever you involve with the illusional world, it's called a gain in a fake way. So that way, Buddha or spiritual practitioners always reminding us, don't think about that. If you think about that, you went to the wrong path, right? Mindset. So the true reality, the wisdom, we do can. There's a pattern. We can gain the wisdom, but you cannot say, "Oh, I practice spiritual practice because I want to gain that wisdom," and that's wrong already, right? Yeah. Why?
It's an
attached.
abstraction of the practice. You're reaching like
Right. That's some energy, the wrong energy behind it. The wrong energy is, I want to show off. I want to different from others. I'm special, or I wanted to be that special. That's why that game is wrong. That mindset is wrong. So if we truthfully look at our heart, want to change to accomplish our peace, the true compassion. Compassion may be too generous for you. How about true love? Unconditional love. Unconditional love to all sentient beings. Unconditional love to you and me. Unconditional love to the strangers, right? So that's the true love. But good reach to there, we have to little by little to training us every step. Our mind argue, fighting. So we have to console, calm, to figure out how we get it to that peaceful mind. So I forgot did I tell you or not, but I told them continue to practice this week for that one action mind. Did you do any homework? Okay.
Trying to.
You did?
I mean, in homework, I like when I set my intention around my meditations, I tried not to meditate on something, but to meditate more on the practice of samadhi.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So more like, I guess, the pulling apart of the resistance.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you get some idea or understanding?
I think I got a little bit of understanding and a little bit of confusion.
I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Do you want to share?
Yeah, sure. I think what I got confused about sometimes was like also the equilibrium and the balance between like discomfort and comfort and like joy and sadness. So like, you know, something would be uncomfortable or I would have to like reset or something, and usually I think I was going into my meditations with like, oh great, you caught yourself, move on. And I think like I got confused around like that word great or like that praise towards like a behavior that I wanted to keep my mind doing because it felt like, wait, am I supposed to be attaching a word or a judgment to this at all? Or just like going through the practice as if it's like breathing. Like, of course, it's like this automatic. So you're not like judging it for better or for worse. So that's where I got like, I think a little bit more confused.
Okay, let's talk about that later. How about you?
I think I'm still just a bit confused on what is the samadhi. Is it a combination of what all three of us are saying? So what you're saying, it's like about your judgments, right? It's about having no judgments. Nothing is more important or less important than another thing. But also it's about having a straightforward mind so that you can reach a deeper meditation more easily. And then also it's about wanting to have that sort of all the time, having no judgments and a straightforward mind all at once. Or am I missing something?
How about you?
Should I weigh in on what Cece said or just what I did this week?
Yeah, you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I tried, when I was meditating this week, I just tried to focus on, I've been caught up in like negative emotions, so trying to like name them and then like de-escalate myself. So if I was like fearful about something, just being like, oh, this is fear. And then I feel like that took that energy that I was feeling and kind of dismantled it, that I could feel like more calm and like, oh, I'm feeling fear, it's okay. It's like, I wasn't like, oh, this is bad, I shouldn't be feeling this, like this is just fear, that's what it is. Does that make sense? And I feel like I kept doing that all week. And then throughout my day, when I was just being a little more mindful, like, oh, paying attention to what was going on, if that makes sense. Just being a little more like relaxed in everything and not trying to rush through everything. And I feel like taking that when I was meditating and like dealing with the thoughts that were coming up and being able to say like, this is disappointment or this is fear, this is anger, was kind of allowing me to better deal with those things as they came up throughout my days.
Okay. How about you? Did you practice?
I'm very new to this concept, and I try to apply it every day. Not in a scientific or more kind of refined way, but on a way of like dealing with people. Because I feel that, you know, what you teach it or what you practice, if you do not apply it, then it will become theoretical, right? So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to live with this every day. And like you said, you have negative emotions, right? So I'm trying with this new knowledge, new tool that we are learning here, I'm trying to kind of dislocate myself, distance from all of this, and try to observe it. It's like I'm sitting in this room and try to like, is it really worth my attention? Or do I have to really take it close to my heart and be upset with that? And when you try to accept your everyday stuff, then probably when I am like more like advanced in my life, I will try to do like everything like you said. But right now I'm busy like in the meat of all different activities in my life. So I try to use it like practically.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay, good. I have to explain to you this too. The one action practice is one of the type of the teaching Buddha mentioned. It's called use one action means you chose. Should I say that? Let's say this way. You chose one type of skills. You can work on it. So start it and go deeper and deeper. It's like a peeling onion. You peel until to the core, right? So you got the samadhi there. Or you can start with using one of the technique which is called mantra, right? You call either Buddha's name or God's name, Jesus' name, or some kind of chanting skills. You use that to start to help you, to guide you, to peel your skin or onion, right? To
Peel away the layers.
Yeah, peel away the layers to get it more clear, find the true what?
True. Like
True
wisdom.
you.
Oh
True
yeah, the true
you.
you. Yeah.
Yes. So I see when you report your practicing, I did this because you're getting there, and all of you probably need help. Okay, put this way, you need help to know who you are. You need to know that. Who am I? So once you know who am I, or go deep that, you can, the onion, the peel away easier. So if you said all the negative, oh this is what that called? When you use the words, I'm angry or fearful, right? When you say that, you tell yourself the fearful, stressful, that energy is me. Do you
Did
get
you
it?
say is me or is in
Yeah,
me? Is
it's
me.
me.
Yes.
When you feel that way, that's you become me. That energy become me, and the behind that energy, you could have that resistant energy or judgmental energy, right? You started to feel I'm not a pure, I'm not a good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you make yourself in a negative thought. So you bury some of this weight on you. What I wanted you to feel is that's why Buddha said everybody is Buddha. The Buddha means it's like a sun, purely strong, positive energy sent out, right? So everybody has it, but because of the either cloth, right? Cloud, either cloud or the dirt covered up us. So that's why we feel we're not that powerful, not that sunshine, not that kind of a positive. And that's one of the reason. Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm still this bad. I'm still that bad. So that's why you cover yourself. Can you feel? Okay, put this way. When the sun shining on the earth, there's a cloud. The sun will say, "That's me." The cloud, it's me, or I hate the cloud. I needed to let it go. The sun doesn't have that. And the other way, Give me another example. Well, so far, like then let's say that. So the sun won't say the cloud, you cover me, I hate you, let it go. The sun just accept it. Oh, the other way, I can say the ocean. Ocean has waves. That's natural, right? So the ocean won't say, hey, waves is not me. I'm peaceful on the bottom. So I hate the waves. The ocean doesn't mind. That's natural. So if everybody think we are peaceful, we are powerful in a positive way, it's just this fear, anger, or jealousy, or greediness, attachment, those other dirt covered up from the surface. So what we do, not a resisting, not a pushing away, or not a judge that. We observe and understand that, but accept it. But we don't have to let that energy lead us. That's the goal. That's called a one action practice. Am I clear? Okay. Okay. So the reason we mentioned the one action practice, because people easy to say without me, right? The whole world is a delusional, or whole world is illusional. Our mind is a delusion. So what is a delusion? What's an illusion? We needed to see clearly what's the positive energy, what is a true love, what is a true compassion. There's so many fake. Why? Because we live in the society. The society taught us we need appearing nice, right? What I call it? Gratitude, good gratitude, show our how kind we are, how appearing we're a nice person, right? Yeah. So underneath all those think nobody knows. I'm just appearing that. So that's what we needed to tear. Okay, we need to tear. It's not just you have that fear, you have fear. Everybody has that. Everybody has a jealous. Everybody has a selfishness. Everybody has this greediness. We all have. It's just more or less, or covered more or less, right? So people show it, people hide it. So what the true practice is find who am I. It's you don't practice to show other people. You show to yourself. Find the true me who just if you believe in God, just you and God, no. If you believe in Buddha, just you and Buddha, know who you are.
This is something that we were talking about last time. What if you don't believe in a God?
You mean you don't believe anything?
Yeah, what if?
Do you believe in divine energy?
What if the answer is no?
That's hard. If you really don't believe anything, it's hard to guide. That's why Buddha also say this. Some people ready, some people not ready. So when the people not ready, doesn't believe anything, just do what they want to do, right? Then they are not ready. We cannot push. We cannot what? We cannot influence. We cannot what I call control them. We only one thing we can do: wait. be patient. That meanwhile, what we do ourselves, practice changing ourselves. The reason I say this, are you pure or am I pure? No, none of us are that pure. So let's, instead of waste the energy to hey shake other people, hey you need to wake up, hey my practice is really good. Instead of waste that time, you just say, hey, wake up yourself, myself, I'm ready. Then I focus on my energy, because when you talking to those kind of people, they'll destroy you, because they use their reason, use their energy. They will always argue, and you get what I call pulled or influenced, manipulated by their reasons. You start to doubt yourself.
I think I'm talking about something different though.
Okay.
Like someone who doesn't believe in a God, but is a good person and treats other people nicely and does their best to be good.
In what?
Like a good person. They
Yeah.
just don't believe in a God.
I think they would be naturally inclined
Yeah.
to do what we're talking about, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. It's
even
like
without that.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily, but if somebody has that, they're a good person and they have the natural drive to be good to other people, God doesn't really play a part in that.
Right.
That's okay.
Right.
We should respect them.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about.
There's another thing.
Non-judgmental.
Huh? What?
Non-judgmental.
Yeah, non-judgmental. There's another thing.
It's all about us at the end. How we accept each other.
Exactly.
Different
Human to human.
Human to human.
Right. To that part, you maybe you won't believe it. Most of the spiritual practitioner in the beginning, mostly, I don't mean everybody, okay, it's more need help than the normal people. Yes, because we feel some struggle, stress, and difficulty, that kind of energy. We don't manage well as normal people. They thought that they can, oh, I'm okay, my life is okay, right? I just a good person, yeah.
Or
Uh,
more advanced and ready to
Right.
accept the next level.
exactly,
So that's like, I would say there's like either or.
right,
Because you might be here like, okay, I'm fine, I don't need it, but I want to evolve. I want to make something better for me.
mm-hmm,
So I think, yeah, it's helpful in many ways.
right.
And I'm so sorry.
No, not at all. Yeah, I like you share your own thoughts. Don't think it's a one-way teaching. I'm more like we're like like what I call it. We practice together. Yeah, I'm not a teacher. I'm just a guider. Don't treat me as I'm pure good. No. I have a lot needed to improve. I know that. Just certain things. I like the one action practice, right? Samadhi. I was started for so many years, and I understand. Okay, there's a truthful, meaningful, and can be practiced for that. Yes, it's not I just learned from someone taught and now I'm teaching. No, it's from my own practice. My words may be limited, but my awareness is there. If you share your question or whatever feelings, and then we can talk about it, and that I can help guide us to the samadhi that way. Am I reach to the samadhi yet? Maybe. Put this way, samadhi also have layers. So many layers. So I may get there somewhat, but not that deep yet. So the more deep we go, the more wisdom we get. So the true samadhi, not true samadhi. The true practice is relate to our body. When we really peering the layers, our body really feel that. Can be what I call react. Maybe we may shaky, maybe itchy, maybe pain, joints pain, or headache, or maybe cough, maybe this, maybe that. The body will react, or something you feel open. You know, it's not like you sit there, do nothing, and you just guess, assuming I'm in a samadhi yet. No, you can tell. That's it. So that's why it's a real thing. It's not just from imagination. Okay.
Sometimes you get a, I'm going to say awesome sensation
Mm-hmm.
or different sensations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But the aware things we needed to aware is if that's my ego or my true me. The difference. Can you tell a little bit the difference? The true me and the ego.
I think that's where I was getting most confused this week because I felt so motivated to try to get there or get through things, but I think that motivation attached me too much to my ego. And so that's, I think, where the confusion was coming in. Like, it was just hard to be with being motivated or like feel the, I don't know, for lack of a better word, like the assignment of trying to get deeper and practice it, while also letting go of like the wanting to succeed there.
You got it. Yes. That's why we needed to find out the true me, who I am. Who I am. It's this body or the ego with the showing off, or or for some kind of that human goal. Remember, it's a human goal. That's why Buddha said okay, that's another thing. Yes or no. You have to use your own judgment to find out what's the answer. One point, Buddha said, the society, our true practice, is against the society's teaching, the human teaching, human way. Once our practice against that, we are toward to the enlightenment. The other
Is
thing,
it teaching or conditioning? I like to think it's conditioning. Because I don't think that our society is necessarily teaching us something, but I still am often being conditioned by societal beliefs. So it's up to me whether I have an awareness of whether I want to take them on, and I've been practicing this for a while, so I guess it's partly my ego that thinks, I don't have to put myself down. I'll say that I have a practice of it, so I can catch myself when it's too competitive to have this thing or that thing, or be like this or be like that, or isn't it cool to meditate, or whatever the fad is, or whatever the material thing is. Not that material things are all bad, they're not. But maybe it's a teaching. For some people it's a teaching, I guess. If you come from a family that teaches those things, then it's a teaching. But I think for some people it's, and for myself, it's more a conditioning of what you were saying. Did you say we're struggling? I don't know if you used the word struggle.
What's the difference between teaching and conditioning?
Yeah, that's my question.
Good question. Teaching, I think, is kind of like you should, and someone's teaching it to you. and it's very much inferred that there's a certain way that you should do or should have or should acquire. And then conditioning is like seeing everything, but nobody's saying you have to, but just it rubs off on you and you absorb it.
Your environment.
Yeah, it's all over. It's the media, it's the newspaper, it's other people, it's maybe our families, maybe it's not our families, maybe it's our friends, maybe it's not our friends, maybe it's our...
Teaching is more direct.
I think,
Conditioning is like
more
indirect.
intention that that's the right way to do it.
To me, in Buddha's teaching, the include both of them. They are illusional. Yeah.
That's right, they are in the same... Yeah.
Right. So they are in a delusional mind to create this society. Each one of us, we have our delusional mind create this happening. So yes. So that's why Buddha is saying, we against this, you are gain Buddha's wisdom. But the other hand, Buddha also said, our wisdom never without this society, never without this world. So the whole world actually, we need, if the whole world you don't, okay, as a human being, if you don't graduate as a human being in this society, in this lifetime, with finding your peaceful mind and bring the unconditional love to the people around you or the world, you fail. So that's another way of look at the practicing. So you have to do it. I just give you that guide. That's why I don't give you all the specific words. Too much words, you will remember the words instead of the moon. You remember the finger. that's the most people, they hang on with the teaching, not look at the moon, right? Point to the moon, but you look at the finger. The finger represents teaching. So that's why people remember a lot those what I call the words, scriptures. Yeah. And Buddha taught in this sutra and that page what Buddha said. Buddha said what I call, yeah, don't attach to the world. Then also Buddha said, if you don't do well in this world, you fail with the practicing. Which one is the truth? Right? That's just an example. He said so many times in a different ways, totally against each other. I believe Jesus too, right? I believe that too. So why? The why we needed to ask. We needed to feel, to understand. That's the moon. The scriptures is the finger. Yeah. So that's it. Right. So do you want to meditate, or you have any more questions?
I would like to change what I said earlier.
Okay.
I used the word judgment earlier, and I now don't want to include that. I don't think it's like about avoiding the judgment when we're seeing these two things. I think we have to hold that judgment. I think that judgment is what helps us decipher the wisdom out of what we're seeing in front of us and hold awareness. Is like we have to judge it. I think there's a difference between judging and attaching, and judgment has to come, and the attachment is what we have to try to like parse out. Like,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's through judgment that you can get to the core or the root of what's bothering you.
Yeah, like it's almost like when you see the scales, like you have to like hold them both to get to like that
The
equilibrium.
truth
Yes. to get to
behind
the
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I take it back. I think we need judgment. And that's how we get awareness.
Is judgment the same as evaluate? I mean, I know,
Yeah, I think
know what
so.
judgment is, but I think there's a negative attachment in these circles to the word judgment, but we can detach from that.
Mm.
I think
Detach.
We can
Detach.
detach from the meaning of judgment. We could just look at the word for what it is.
Yeah.
I would say, instead of using, for me, judgment is a very strong word. You entitle yourself to judge. Are we strong enough and wise enough to do that? So for me, personally, I always use wisdom. You have to use your wisdom and kindness to be able to judge,
Mhm.
right? Like Penchel just said, scriptures and the moon, right? Because there's so much, I think there's so much problem in the world because people allow themselves to judge without knowing that the moon, you have to just take it as a whole. Every interpretation brings somebody like good or bad into the scriptures until you understand that it's not about you. It's about the purpose and the goal and the clearness and purity of the moon. And you have
Exactly.
to be a vessel of wisdom to deliver it to the world. Because that was intention was kindness and goodness. Every time when you try to interpret it this way and that, we add people, judgment to the world.
Excellent. Excellent. You say you didn't practice. You within. Yes,
But
that's good.
I think that's my purpose to be in this group. We like are vessels to the world. We need to be like a priestess of kindness, goodness, clarity.
I like
We-
that.
We leave this room and we become ambassadors to the world.
Mm.
Do not judge. Earn that. Earn this.
You reminded me when I practice. I even though I learned it from Buddhism, but I didn't. I had lacking the source, the Buddha's teaching, right? So I just like a what I call throw myself. Not I throw myself. Whatever, whoever there, throw me into the bottom. I reach to the bottom, nothing more loose. So I start from there to look at myself, how I change and raise. So what my practice from there is, whenever I was a struggle, when I struggle, I was mad. I said, why me? It's too bad. What's wrong with me? And are you punishing me? In the beginning, I was argue or blame. Are you, whoever there? Are you punish me? Why you hate me like this way? So that's the beginning. Then little by little, I settled down. I said to myself, okay, let's practice seriously. Obviously, something I'm missing. I was lacking. I'm not I ask myself, are you pure? Are you Buddha? No way. So, okay, you're not a Buddha. And we have a Buddha nature in us. What in us? It's the Buddha's wisdom. It's there. Do you find it yet? No. I'm way far behind, too confused. So, okay, what I'm confused about, right? What I'm confused about? Oh, I'm confused from this way or that way. You have to find out your own, fear, right? I'm confused from fear. I have a fear. Oh, finally you found myself. I found myself, I have fear. Okay, what is the fear? The fear is me, or I let the fear controlling me. As a Buddha's nature, I'm Buddha, right? I'm should be powerful, positive energy, and it fear positive? No, it's not. So what I'm fearful about, you find it, you feel. Maybe you feel that's an illusion, or right, your ego, or something. You have to discover it. I won't say anything. That's why I'm wake up your Buddha nature's the skills. I cannot tell you what's that, what's behind it. If I tell you, you lost the momentum. You little by little, you depends on me, and then I'm the finger. You focus on me again, and later on, every single thing, little thing, you have to ask my permission or my opinion for that, for the guide, and then later on, you treat me like somebody from your delusional mind, and then create my ego, huge, and then we all went on the wrong path. Right? So that's the nature.
Yeah, and I also think like if we accept that there is only one answer to things, that almost becomes our cloud. Like that becomes like something that's like fogging instead of continuing to like be curious and go deeper. Like you're putting your own ceiling by accepting one meaning about something or one answer or one reason behind what fear is for you.
For that, I can give you this, this or this, right? This is me, right? Every time when I discover something, I look at this direction, I got the answer. And make me so happy to recognize what this part is. It's this kind of pattern. Oh, this is I finally understand what the teapot is, right? From one direction. And then later on, the same part put in front of me again. And I use the same thought, the previous thought, to look at it. I wanted to be satisfied, my answer. When I look at it, maybe I still excited. And then the third time the part put in front of me, I look at the same pattern, try to get excitement, no way. Getting bored. I feel the true me not happy. So I have to try in a different angle, and oh my God, I discovered something new, right? So okay, I see the teapot, and not just this part, also have that part. So the same thing, you keep going. Who's leading you? Who's guiding you? Your heart. Yes, your heart will guide you to the same situation over and over and over until you truly see the whole part in and out also completely. Then your heart will say, all right, you passed the test. You graduate. So why do that? It's not just one time. Then the other part. Then the other part. They just bring to you every part. You have to learn all this. That's training. That's the divine energy training us how to be wise. The wisdom gained from there. What part in front of you, your heart lead to. I cannot give you homework. I can give you homework to say, okay, what is one action samadhi? Yeah, you search and practice on your own. That's okay. But I cannot say, hey, how about we're facing anger? How about we're facing selfish? How about this week we focus on our compassion? No, your heart lead you, because every one of us, a little bit of this more, a little bit of that more, we are more in a different way. And the true me, the master of me, which is connect to me, the divine energy, know what's the next lesson I need to face. That's why I call it one action samadhi. Whatever in front of you, that's the one action samadhi. Am I clear? Okay, good. Okay, perfect. 11. Let's meditate. Okay.
Does anyone else want a pillow for me?
I'll take one. Thank you.
I want to get the gong. Do you want to get the gong for me?
Sure. Where is it?
So next to the shrine.
Next to what? Right here?
I follow you anyway.
Sorry. My eyes closed.
I'll know where it is for next time.
Oh, thank you.
Let's meditate. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, depends how I feel, okay? Do you have any questions? Meditation.
What for meditation? Like, what would be your recommendation? Like, what do you do when you close your eyes?
I usually, okay, I can share this. I usually, you do whatever you feel like. You used to how do. But me, I usually either have a mantra, like calling Namami Tofu. That's the one of the Buddha's name. It's up to you. If you believe in God, you can call God, Jesus, either way. So, I feel, don't imagine, no image, only the light come from them. You just close your eyes, but not looking hard. Just relax and receive. If you can see, you see. You don't see, you just feel that's some there and blessing us, either toward to our third eye or from the top of our head, or maybe both. And it's like the shower in the light with a warm energy. Yes, you just from that area and open up, means relaxing, and then go down.
So you move chair or you just sit?
I'm normal breathe, but if my breathe, my energy against that energy, I try to follow with that energy, which is shallow or, to yield that big energy get in, and relax shoulder and stomach, the whole body. If you can, you also can hear that energy bring the sound to you. If you can, what kind of sound? The more simple, no recognized sound is the truth sound. Okay, you try it. Let's start. Your spine is okay. You can do this way. Yeah. Adjust it. Yeah. Mhm. Anybody has questions? Or you want to share some things? Nobody want to
I
talk.
had a question. I don't want to go first.
I'll go first if you don't want us to.
You go first. You go first.
Okay.
Huh?
You go first.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I started my practice the way I always start it, and then I think I was trying to parse. No, I don't think I know what I was doing. So I was going in and trying to parse out some fear that I have over re-entering this space of meditation. Not this space. This space. And some of the hang-ups I have about how when I feel like I want to do it and not doing it, and so that fear. And I think there's this. I think I've gotten very used to the fear, and I think I've been looking for the fear, and so I think my ego's been more attached to that fear and feeling very comfortable in the conditioned fear, in the taught fear, in the fear that I just am carrying with me, and it's evolved so deeply into this distrust I have for even finding out who I am, or trying to get more in touch with the truth or who I am on the inside. And so I was kind of going into it with that, having spoken about that in the start of my meditation. And what happened is I felt this swirling, and it was very directional. It was very like this, and I was feeling like the light was moving in this way as well. And it kept going, and then I just kept riding it. And then I saw my own eye, and that's the first time I've ever seen my own eye. And it was just a singular eye, but it was there, and it was just trying to stare back at it and not be afraid of that. And
Your own eye was spinning?
No. The spinning all of a sudden stopped, and I felt like I was this, and the light became completely white. And then after the white came, and it was purples and bands of blues and things, and then after the white washed over and it wasn't in this spiraling form anymore, then that's when my eye came. And at first I just saw it and I didn't recognize, it's true, I felt it here when I saw it, and it felt like I was making eye contact with myself, and I didn't feel like I've seen my eye before. That's what it felt like. And I just tried to hold on to that. Well, no, I wasn't. I was trying to not hold on to it, and I was trying to be curious without holding it. And the whole time I was just using a mantra, so that's all I was trying to be with, and just curious and open. And that's where my meditation went.
Wow.
I think it was I think if I started with this level of distrust, I think if I the way that I start my meditations is I call to myself, and then I forfeit myself, and I say I'm humbly coming before you, and this is what's coming to mind, this is what my heart is leading me towards, and then I start to try to talk about what I think is happening, and then open myself up to what I could be receiving. And so I think when I was starting with this idea of I've lost trust in myself because I've attached to this fear, and I've been so attached to the fear that I've all the trust has just been replaced by it. I think what the eye was kind of symbolizing was that small step towards getting back to trusting myself, or being aware that I don't need to be holding on to the fear as much as I am, and that there is of course there's fear, there's love, there's joy, there's discomfort, there's everything, and there's also me. And I think I was being too clouded by all those other things, and so I think that I was kind of a step towards that trust forming again. That's what I got out of it.
I agree.
And I think the spiraling was a shedding. just like a complete forfeit and shedding of those conceptions.
So your inner yourself was guiding you, or you already while we need to meditate, when we close our eye, we can really center to see, feel, and see and understand us, right? It's more focused. Well, when we open our eyes, it's most likely look outside and hear outside and that. So that's why need meditation. But when you meditate, you reach to that, right? You understand that just the true me guide ourselves. Say, hey, look, this is the true reality. Okay, you got it. But the society to that reality need a distance. So the daily you have to practice more often. The more often you pull yourself to that, the more stable outside and inside match.
The distance becomes
Yes,
smaller.
yes. So then we'll be stable. You'll be more, we call it 定力. 定 is more the stability.
Yeah.
定力, yeah. The meditation, we call it stability, means nothing can move us, change us, influence us. So that you find the true answer, and you can have to practice in and out together, that match, then stable. Otherwise, that later on become just fantasy.
Right.
Okay, you?
Okay. So I started off my meditation just by trying to center my awareness, and my way of meditating is I focus on like a specific feeling in my head, and that feeling creates a sensation, I guess, of an entire awareness. So now I'm aware of all my thoughts, and I'm aware of my feelings rather than being one with them. So my mind is just all over the place. The whole meditation, my mind is just going, this, that, everything. But eventually I came to a question, and the question was, is there a way to train the ego to be kind, compassionate, and all of those good things? Because it's hard to get rid of the ego. So is it possible to train the ego to be better?
Yes. The answer is absolutely.
Okay.
The ego, as I usually say, it's the baby me. We're training that ego as a baby me. Don't punish, guide it.
Right, because there was a certain point too where I started thinking, well, my ego hasn't really done anything wrong. It's kind of just reacting to
Right.
whatever's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So the baby started play the fire. You cannot punish the baby. The baby didn't know the fire is a fire can cause damage or for themselves, right? So you have to teach them. How to teach them to get it, that's up to you. So the more we can guide our ego settle down, that means your wisdom build up. Yeah. So on the other hand, Buddha also said the way we are practicing is toward to the adulthood. Yeah, adulthood. So once you build up that wisdom, you become adult. Basically, we're babies. Yeah. So need to practice, then you became the adults. That's why the Buddha also said some people, if you need to go, okay. Buddha also said that some people 90 years ago, old or 100 years old, they are babies because they never practiced, they never found out that. So they still follow their ego lead them. That's why. Am I answer you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, coming here, I didn't sleep very well, and I thought I was going to be, like rocking, like trying not to fall asleep, but it was the exact opposite. My head was like all over, and I almost felt like I was like sitting here like rocking like this, but I don't think I was actually moving. But I couldn't calm my mind down at all. It was, I would try, and then I started to feel like my breath was quick, and then I felt like I had a weight on my chest. And then I would just try and clear my mind again, and then that would go away. And
That's a pretty a good experience. That's a
didn't
part.
feel like it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We are, the if okay, let's say, pretend this is a jade from underground, right? So before it became a jade, that was a dirt or whatever covered up, right? So your experience is like that. The jade is there, you knew it, and you just let the natural energy flushing. So that means clean up the dust. When that cleaning dust, you think it will be comfortable just cleaning? No, that cleaning dust is like the energy flushing our inner cells. For example, like the dead cells in us. So it sits there. We usually don't like easy detox. So when we reach to that internal energy, the internal energy help us detox. When that happening, you think your muscles, your cells comfortable? No, it's like having surgeon. It's going through and cleaning. It's uncomfortable. Yeah, you feel maybe like a pressure, or pushing the pressure. You feel somewhere stuck, and the energy try to pushing, like give you pressure. When that happening, just try to empty me. Try to without me, empty. The more empty, the more loose. It's like a mosquito bite you. You tighten the muscles. The mosquito even couldn't fly, because you tied it. That's the me usually. So when you lose, the mosquito can fly away. The same thing when we relax. That's why I said when the energy comes in, you just relax. Follow that energy. Reduce the small me, that kind of tension. Yes. You?
So I just centered myself and didn't get attached to anything, like how good I was going to be at it. And it was mostly color of
What that called?
rusty,
Energy.
like a square in my brain, energy, rusty, then going to like a lighter rusty color. And it was like that for a long time, and then I was having some judgment about how, I want to get rid of this. And okay, I'll do it. And then, so I got detached again. And then I saw the sky with some treetops and just blue sky with great clouds. And I just accepted that. I mean, honestly, there's sometimes something would happen, like I might feel like I was moving and I wasn't moving, or I might have a rush of something come over. This was like, it was fine. I mean, I was
I
not
see that.
trying to evaluate anything, and that just came.
Okay.
Then shortly thereafter, I don't know how shortly thereafter gong.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I feel time
But it
pass.
felt like it was in the second half instead of more immediately.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
How
That-
did you
that's-
know how much time passed?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you just did it.
I just did it.
Okay.
That's why I said follow my mood. So how about you?
Oh, it was good. I was like I felt like I was breathing shallow at first. I used a mantra to
Mhm.
help me, and then I saw like I was seeing like yellow, like the sun. It was small,
Mhm.
but then I was like seeing. I was in my head a few times thinking, wait, but it's because she mentioned the sun, that I'm thinking this. I'm
Uh-huh.
seeing the sun, but it didn't feel like that because the mantra that I use is like a celebration of the sun. And so, I kept repeating the mantra, but then I felt like, am I gonna fall asleep? Because I felt relaxed. And at some point I felt like, did I just fall asleep? Because I felt like so relaxed. But I can still feel myself repeating the mantra, and my breath was a little bit more like relaxed instead of like so shallow. And then also again, like I saw like ocean waves at some point, and then I was like in my head again thinking, is it because she mentioned the ocean waves? I'm seeing the ocean waves. But then I was thinking like maybe it's just the breath, the relationship with the breath.
Beautiful.
And it was a very nice experience. I was just, a little in my head a few times thinking, like where I was, but then feeling so comforted. Like I felt very peaceful. It was good. It was really good.
This is a example. One of the example. All of us should I don't want to use it to aware. Okay, this is exactly the example called awareness. She has everything, the like a blessing, right? That kind of energy, accepting the true me, the divine energy, come to herself, but then she aware. And that's my imagination from my delusional mind. That's awareness, right? And a question, only question of awareness and observation, question can lead us to the truth. So all of you have it. All of you have it. It just Bashi feels like you start this class help you clear your mind. That musty or dusty, whatever that is, that means you're going to clear. So this is a pretty good sign for this class. So can I move on?
So, I started pretty much the same way I always do. But I feel like things were kind of quiet. I was worried about falling asleep too because I'm tired. But I don't think I did, which was good. And I didn't feel that like.
By the
rocking
way,
forward
none
much.
of you sleeping. I watched it. Yes.
Making sure.
Yes.
So I just kind of like, saw what was gonna happen, and I started thinking about like my fear that I was talking about and like where that's coming from. And I realized that's ego. I'm attached. I'm thinking these things are mine, and like I have power over them, or like whatever, control over it. And usually, like I feel like I'm stuck in my head when I'm meditating. But I felt like I kind of dropped into like my center a little bit. And then I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is new. I don't usually feel like that lightness. Yeah, that's pretty much as far as I got. I think kind of like in line with what Sam was saying, I'm off from work right now. So like I have the ability to relax in theory, but I'm not able to do that. I think my body and my mind is like used to being in that mode, so now I'm like trying to transition out of it, and that there's resistance there.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Good.
that's all I got.
Everybody is improving. That's great.
That's another thing I was thinking about. Because a lot of the times I'm in my head too, right? Because I'm trying to find like the center, like my third eye.
Right.
But after I had that question, I sort of like dropped my awareness like to my heart. And then I was like, okay, where else can it go? And I like brought it down to my hands, and I was having the awareness in my hands and like in different parts of the body.
Yes, that's another thing reminding me. We no rush, but whenever we sense that energy, whatever the energy goes, you just follow and watch, observing, and see how your body react. If your body try to fight it, try to yield the fight, and then let it accept that energy go. So that way we won't have a headache. Yeah, otherwise you just stay the energy in our head, we'll have a terrible headache. Yeah. So I don't want you guide yourself. Oh, come in this here, there, or the chakra, whatever, or arm or whatever. I don't want you guide it, because we should be humble. The divine energy knew how to guide us, to lead us. Where should it go? We should focus, follow the energy, not guide that energy. Yeah, that way we can be humble, right? Yeah, if you guide the energy, you feel you are special.
Or in control.
Right, you are controlling. The me is there. Okay. Anything else? Oh, Bashi, you are changing. Great.
Changing?
Yeah, you are. Wonderful. Anything else? No?
What about you? How was your meditation?
Oh, God. Oh, okay.
Tell
Uh,
us.
Thank you. I probably the same. I don't meditate like some people saying you sit there and do not move, right? So when I meditate and let the energy in, sometimes I knew, because our sitting position, sometimes we'll do this or watching phone, right? So the body, or we use a certain type part of the brain, so the energy blocked certain area, right? Whatever our body. So when I do that, the energy coming in, it will try to open, and a certain area was blocked, like my spine, right? For example, when I feel certain area was so tight, and I will change, let the energy go, flow. So that's why I don't sit for strictly no move. Certain people really big on that, but that's afterwards. After all the energy clean us, for example, if we meditate for 8 hours or 5 hours a day or 8 hours a day, and your body already open up. Once it open up, the whole everything landing on the right spot. Yeah, then you can sit for no move. But when the beginning, especially this half hour, 15 minutes, the energy cleaning, washing, of course you have it here and there, not line up, but you have to adjust it to put it in the correct spot. So yeah, I as usual, I did that.
I just want to add one thing, if I could. So I'm a very visual person, so when I saw the picture in my mind's eye, at first it was like, oh, what is that? Because sometimes I see things that I saw already. So if I look out, and then the light would make it. Now I see the white
light.
building and the brown building. The photographic. Well, I don't know if it's photographic memory, but thank you. It sounds nice. So the clouds and the blue sky, but they weren't any impression. You know, maybe if they were from driving. They were just what my imagination brought to me. And then I didn't have that inner dialogue long. I just said kind of like, oh, is that something I just saw, or am I looking out the window now? No, that's what you're seeing in your mind's eye. And I just enjoyed it.
Yeah. So that's a part of the cleaning. The cleaning is sort of like a reverse our tape. Oh yeah.
Like
That's cool.
Yeah, once that getting worse come to worse, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when you were a baby, something triggered you or dramatized you, and that moment come back to you.
But we don't have to be afraid of it.
Right, no. So look at it and use your skills. Observe. If you're curious, you can ask, well, why I see this? Oh, it's amazing. I never remember, and then somehow this come out. Why? Right? By our curiosity, you can find out. Rehealing it. Rehealing it. Rehealing it. Important things to say 3 times. So that's no matter what happened, that dramatize you, and that's the lessons you needed to healing. Use your compassion, wisdom. Now your thoughts, this kind of understanding to healing that time, the trouble or the problem. The guilt, the regret, the angry, right? The blame, the frustration, all these emotions, the ego brought us there, and then rehealing. Because when we, for example, if I tell you my story, you just hear my part of a story. If that story involved with the other people or other person, and that other person has their own story. But I tell you it's just one part of the story. But when you experience your own that older time, that situation, you knew the whole thing from your own point of view, and you knew what's the negative energy behind yourself. Maybe, right? Selfish, maybe jealous, maybe greedy, right? All this behind it, so you can heal yourself. Oh, I want to say that if I tell you the story, of course I will tell you the pretty part of it, my story, right? And demonize other people or person. Not exactly me, but normally human being, natural, what I call it, human nature. Yeah, that's a human nature. So that's why Buddha said, even though you use your own eye, see the situation happen, or your own ear hear the situation, whatever the story is, not true, may not true. So that's the truth behind it, right? Yeah. Good? Okay. Yeah, that's why the tape need a rewire. Yeah. That's the importance. Okay. We're good, right?
Thank you. Very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll see you next Monday. All right? Okay, bye.